I, Natasha Akpabio,
do solemnly swear that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
that as a member of the Senate, I will perform my functions honestly,
I will perform my functions honestly,
to the best of my ability, faithfully in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
faithfully in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and the law,
and the
rules of the Senate,
and the rules of the Senate,
and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and that I will abide by the Code of Conduct, contained in the 5th schedule, of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, So help me God.
So help me God.
Senator Natasha is trending everywhere and people can't stop talking about her. Why? Because she has finally explained why she lashed out at Senator Akpabio, the Senate President of Nigeria, in a phone call to the popular Brekete Ncho. Senator Natasha from Kogi State opened up about the challenges she has been facing in the Senate House. Her story is so shocking, emotional, and reveals the dirty politics that sometimes happen behind closed doors. Let's break it down so that you can understand what's really going on. Senator Natasha said that she was removed from important committees because some people in the Senate believe she's taking resources to the north. She denied this claim and said that it is completely false. She explained that these accusations are just an excuse to target her and make her look bad.
Comfortable to talk to me, Abi, you go end your call, make I call you back, Abi, you go call back.
Oh my God, this is ordinary president, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Your voice.
Yes, ma'am. Distinguished Senator, ma'am.
Okay, I'm actually confused. You've just taken me unawares.
Hey, sorry.
But I just didn't want to speak about this. I've turned down a lot of interviews and requests from television stations, but I have utmost respect for you.
Oh my goodness.
And the good work you're doing, and I just have to respond safely if they're not too direct. I don't know how to say, but anyway, go ahead, please.
This is just for you to address the world.
Oh my God.
Simple. We are not asking you any question. It's for you to address the world.
Okay, Senate President, Assistant President, Ordinary President, thank you so much for calling me. My attention was drawn that you were actually speaking about the issue on your program today, so thank you so much for your concern. But the thing is, there are certain rules in the chambers that whatever I speak of in the Senate can't be used against me. That means I can't be sued.
But outside?
But yes, if I make any utterances, considering the fact that I am facing a lot of harassment, I have been going through a lot, and I have remained quiet because I didn't want to be interpreted wrongly. I didn't want any lawsuits against me. I just wanted to be given a chance to work. A lot of my privileges have been denied. I have been pulled out from many international activities that I was part of. That is right after, that whole nightclub incident that happened last year.
Yes.
Ever since then, I have been issued. There was even a United Nations event I was supposed to attend, which the UN nominated me for. But my name was struck out that they will not promote me in any activity internationally. Okay. So every event I have been going for since last year have been self-sponsored. Whenever I feel an international event is of importance to my constituents, to Nigerian women, to Nigeria, I buy my tickets myself and I fund my trips myself. I just don't speak about it. So I have been going through a lot. So yesterday was just that changing my seat was more of a chance of silencing me or alienating me from being seen. Sitting arrangements is very critical. Like when the nearer you sit, positions you closer before the camera and gives you an added advantage to be called upon to contribute to the bits. But the seat I was now, ordinarily, I'm already sitting at the very back. If you see me, I'm sitting at the last seat just before the door. But then I was now moved suddenly without notice, without any information. My seat was moved to the far corner A part where the cameras don't capture. Like if you sit over there, the cameras can you won't even be captured. Nobody will even, except maybe they zoom out and they get to see you there. You will just easily be missing out. You can raise your hands up and nobody will call you. So that is why I said no. I don't want to move to that seat. I wasn't notified. You understand? This is not a classroom. You can't just push me around. And there are other senators. There are 109 of us. Why is it me? Why do I have to move there? Why me? Just 2 weeks ago, I was removed from a committee from local content. I was moved from there because some people perceived that I was using that office to divert resources from the Niger Delta to the north, and that was not it. We have the Jakarta-Kaduna-Kano pipeline, which is going to be completed by the second quarter of this year, and we need feed gas for that. And the wake of, Nigeria is now positioning itself to be more productive, industrialization is picking up. So the factories up north, like other parts of Nigeria, will need greater electricity supply. And now we have CNG cars vehicles being converted to CNG. There'll be a number of CNG stations across the north and every other part, like other parts of Nigeria. We need feed gas to service all of these spots. And it was even the president that assented to the executive order. So how does that, why picking on me? Like, basically, I'm not going to mention names specifically, but there's a whole lot going on. And all I would just say is, I appreciate Nigerians for standing up. I have been going through a lot, but I will not mention names.
It's okay.
And in due time, if it depends on how things go, in due time, I might have to come up personally to speak on everything.
Thank you very much.
I know that right now they are planning my suspension. If I'm suspended, fine. It will not stop me from doing my work wherever I can. Do you understand? I have a number of projects in line, and I will keep serving my people. I'll keep being a voice.
Thank you very much.
Do you understand?
Thank you.
And I will keep being a law-abiding citizen. So yesterday, I did not speak out of order. He was reading my suspension, and I had to invoke Order 10, which is an order of privilege, which meant instead of suspending me, if you find me faulty in any area, send me to face the Ethics and Privileges Committee, almost like a panel. That was what I did. I had to invoke that order, which was a right of every senator who felt their rights were being infringed upon. That was what I did. If I had not done that, I would have been suspended on the floor. So I had to say that to prevent the suspension at that point. But I'm aware that there are still plans on the way to suspend me. And if I'm suspended,
don't worry.
it's okay.
Distinguished Senator Natasha.
Yes, sir.
The whole world is watching now.
Thank you.
After this conversation with you, we will put a call across to the Senate President and hear his own side of the story. But I want to assure you that the masses are with you on this matter.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Let's appreciate distinguished Senator Natasha.
Committees in the Senate are very important because they handle specific issues like education, health, and finance. When a senator is removed from a committee, it means that they lose the power to influence decisions in that area. For Senator Natasha, this was a big blow because it limited her ability to work for her people. One of the most shocking parts of her story is about her seat in the Senate. Senator Natasha said that her seat was suddenly changed without any warning. She was not informed beforehand and it came as a complete surprise. But here is the twist. She believes that the seat change was not just a simple adjustment. According to her, the plan was to silence her and make her invisible in the Senate. How? By moving her seat to a corner where the camera cannot reach her. This means that if she raises her hand to speak, no one will see her. It's a clever way to stop her from contributing to discussions and debates. Senator Natasha said this move was intentional and meant to frustrate her. She believes it was a part of a larger plan to push her out of the Senate and stop her from doing her job. Senator Natasha also revealed that she has been removed from all international and local assignments. These assignments are important because they allow senators to represent Nigeria on global stage and work on projects that benefit the country. But here is the shocking part. Even when she was sent for these assignments in the past, she had to pay for everything herself. This includes transportation, food and accommodation. Other senators usually have their expenses covered, but Senator Natasha was left to handle everything on her own. This shows how unfair the treatment has been. It's not just about the money, it's about respect and equality. Senator Natasha feels like she's been singled out and treated differently from her colleagues. Senator Natasha also talked about how Senator Akpabio tried to suspend her. Suspension is a serious punishment in the Senate because it means a senator cannot participate in any activity for a certain period of time. But Senator Natasha fought back. She used her right under the Senate rules to ask a disciplinary committee to review her case. This stopped Akpabio from suspending her immediately. However, she believes Akpabio is still planning to suspend her in the future. Despite this, Senator Natasha is not afraid. She said even if she's suspended, it will not stop her from doing her job. She is determined to continue fighting for her people and standing up for what is right. Senator Natasha also revealed that she tried to call the Senate President to discuss these issues. But here is what happened. He called the call first and refused to pick up the next two calls. This shows how difficult it has been for Senator Natasha to get her voice heard. It's like no one is willing to listen to her or help her. This kind of treatment is very frustrating, and especially for someone who is trying to do her job and represent her people. What this means for politics, this story is not just about Senator Natasha and Senator Akpabio. It's about the bigger issues in Nigerian politics. It shows how some people in power can use their position to silence others and push their own agendas. Senator Natasha's story is a reminder that politics can be very unfair, especially for women. Women in politics often face more challenges and are treated differently from their male colleagues. Senator Natasha is standing up against this fair treatment, and her courage is inspiring. Since Senator Natasha shared her story, people have been reacting on social media. Many people are supporting her and saying that she's brave for speaking out. Others are criticizing the Senate for allowing this kind of behavior. Some people are also calling for an investigation into the allegations. They want to know if Senator Akpabio and others are really trying to silence Senator Natasha. This story has sparked a big debate about fairness and equality in Nigerian politics. In her phone call, Senator Natasha had a message for Nigerians. She says she will not give up no matter how difficult things get. She's determined to continue fighting for her people and standing up for what is right. She also encouraged Nigerians to pay attention to what is happening in the Senate. She said it is important for people to know that how their leaders are behaving and to hold them accountable. The big question now is, what happens next? Will Senator Akpabio and others respond to these allegations? Will there be an investigation into the claims? Will Senator Natasha be suspended, or will she continue to fight back? These are the questions everyone is asking. This story is far from over, and we will keep you updated as it develops. This story is important because it shows the challenges that politicians face, especially for women. It shows how power can be misused in politics. Senator Natasha's story is a reminder that we need to stand up for fairness and equality, no matter how difficult the situation may be. It's also a call to action for Nigerians to pay attention to what is happening in the Senate. We need to hold our leaders accountable and make sure they are working for the people and not just for themselves. Senator Natasha's story is one of courage, determination, and resilience. She's standing up against unfair treatment and fighting for her rights. Her story is inspiring, and it also reminds us that we should never give up no matter how difficult the situation may be. If you want to hear more about this story, stay tuned to this channel. We will keep you updated on everything happening in the Senate and how Senator Natasha continues to fight for justice. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more news updates. Thank you for watching.